Hello and welcome to another episode of It's Not What You Think. And we're going to start off this episode with 1001 Coffees. This is where I try a new coffee or a flavor or brand that I've never had before in the hopes of one day eventually reaching 1001. Today we have Folgers Noir Golden Dusk. This is the last of the Folgers Noir series, and you will see that Golden Dusk is the only one coffee bean on the darkness scale, which still it says is medium dark. A medium dark roast with a medium body and complex finish. And so my first sip is black, just to get a flavor of the coffee. And I consider it light. I'm not a black coffee drinker, but this is a black coffee that I can enjoy rather quickly. I can adapt to it rather quickly. Like if I was out of cream and sugar and I was jonesing for coffee, I could start drinking this in black and like it. But I'm not out of cream and sugar. Here's my Dunkin' Donuts Extra, and let's pour some in so we can make it the way I like. A little bit of cream, a little bit of sugar, and here's our Golden Dusk. Now it's they're calling it a medium dark coffee. I think it's got a light flavor to it. The cream really comes out. I mean, it's so rich and creamy. I feel like I'm drinking. I was about to say it feels like I'm drinking milk. It's silky and it's smooth and it's nice and creamy. What I'm trying to say, I think, what is the best way to describe it? The coffee isn't overpowering or penetrating the cream and the sugar. The cream and the sugar are the stars in this cup of coffee. And the coffee flavor is in the background, supporting the cream and the sugar. So, I actually didn't think I was going to like this, so I'm surprised. You can count this one as one of the ones that I do like. I actually like this whole series. We can remind you of the series. The series starts off with Smoky Midnight, then True Dark, then Rich Satin, ending in Golden Dusk. So there you have 1001 Coffees, completing our, what's the word for trilogy? That's actually for quaternity. This completes our quaternity of Folgers Noir Coffees. Golden Dusk is our fourth. And now it's time for the development of Western music. So in this series, we're exploring the development of Western music. And we are now exploring sounds of the elements. And when we think of the elements, we generally think of the four: earth, air, water, fire. We, in a previous episode, did water. We did air. Today we're doing earth. No particular order, but today we're doing earth. And we start off with just pure sound effects. The sound effects of nature tend to be relaxing. Ocean waves, the sound of water is relaxing. The air or wind rustling through the trees is relaxing. And you can buy CDs, complete 50-minute CDs of these relaxing, tranquil sounds. Is there one for Earth? I looked, I could not find any CD that is the sound of Earth. And what is the sound of Earth anyway? Well, what I came up with is walking on gravel. And so your shoes or your feet make crunchy sounds as they walk upon gravel. That would be the sound of the Earth. I could not find an entire CD length recording of walking on gravel, but I do have some sound effects to share with you. Now, when it comes to composed pieces of music that use stones, which is the primary focus of our sounds of Earth, we want to give mention to Minoru Miki, who is a Japanese composer and artistic director. And in 1980, he composed the Concerto Requiem, brilliant piece that immediately begins with stones, the sound of stones. You'll hear a whole concert of people with two stones, clapping them together in unison, creating a nice smacking sound, a nice bang sound, a very percussive sound that launches us into the Concerto Requiem. As you can probably guess, there's not a lot of composed music that calls for rocks or the sounds of stones. And so our catalog in today's episode is quite slim. But surprisingly, there is an entire album dedicated to the sounds of stone. This one right here, The Music of Stones by Stephen Mikus. Stephen Mikus is a German musician and composer. And he was able to construct a gong from a piece of stone. You can see here that with the aid of a diamond saw, slicing slats, different size slats into a piece of stone, and then hitting the stone with a mallet produces a gong-like, marimba-like sound. Yet, where a marimba has a distinctive wood sound, this has a distinctive stone sound. And your first instinct may be, oh, this sounds a little boring. But I kid you not, this is far from boring. That concludes today's episode. I hope I've inspired you to search out and obtain copies of these so you can listen to them in their entirety. And next week, you can come and join us when we explore the element of fire.